Hey, everybody, we're back. Assalamu alaikum and welcome to
Assalamualaikum.
another edition of Nothing But the Truth with Brother Jamil. And
Sister Tisha.
that's right, she's here with us tonight as well. We are grateful to be with you. We're so thankful. Let me start the show with a shout out. We don't always start the show with the shout outs, Tisha, but we have to do it tonight. Special thanks to the believers and community of Muhammad Mosque number 71 and the city of Springfield, Ohio, that served as such wonderful hosts to us this past couple of days. And of course, to all of our family at Mosque number 5 in Cincinnati, we love you as well. But we've been on the road, making it happen and making it do what it does. So you know the routine. Come on in the room. Come on in and go into the chat or comment section and let us know where you are viewing from tonight. Let us know where you're in. Hey, I see Trisha's in here first.
Hey, Trisha.
Good to see you, sister-in-law. Always looking to see how we can improve and better our circumstances. But y'all just go on and get in the comments tonight. Let us know where you are viewing from, because we have a very, very special guest tonight that you don't want to miss. A person who can really help you shape your image and that of your family going forward to success. And we don't want to miss out on an opportunity to do that. So everybody get on in to the comment section. Let us know where you are viewing from. Of course, we see our teammate, brother, and beloved friend, Brother Harold B.
That's right.
From Greensboro, North Carolina. Always good to see you, Brother Harold, and all of the family coming in from around the country. There's our teammate and sister and Tisha's partner in crime. They don't think I know, but I know they do stuff. That anyway, but that's Sister Sabrina from Chicago, our dear sister, and you'll hear her every second Thursday of the month, because she comes forward to deal with relationship talks right on this same program. Everybody from around the country, come on in, get a cup of tea, your favorite beverage, and sit down and enjoy Nothing But the Truth with Brother Jamil and
Sister Tisha.
You go. We got people coming in from around the country. There's our dear sister, Sister Jill on the internet, Sister Mutaraka in the Book of Life. She's there, Sister Mutakara from Memphis, Tennessee, from the Double Nickel. Always good to see you. And from Jacksonville, Florida tonight, our sister Angela Muhammad. She's on the line. Good to see you, sis, all the way from Duval County down in Florida, where you can walk out across the street to your car. You still got to watch out for alligators, because it is it's really different down there. It's really different. So not the kind of alligators that you got in Detroit and Philly. No, those are shoes.
Okay.
No, the ones in Jacksonville are real alligators. We'll talk about that later.
Also, I don't need that in my life. I don't need that.
From the town, from Oakland, California, our dear brother William Muhammad is in the building. Good to see you, nephew. Don't start no mess. Don't start no more being. I'm telling you now. Okay.
I'm back.
He's back. So many are coming in. You can tell we're a family here. We enjoy each other's company, and we enjoy the encouragement that comes from being a part of the Nothing But the Truth family. So tonight, I'm going to give over to the world's most beautiful co-host. She's in the studio tonight, and we want to welcome her before these microphones and cameras. She'll school us on what our next steps are, and in just a few moments, we'll be with our special guest. So make sure you listen up close. Tisha?
All right. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Nothing But the Truth with Brother Jamil
and Sister Tisha.
That's right. All right. So just before we get started, before we bring on our special guest, so exciting, I want to do a little bit of the housekeeping rules to remind everybody to help us to grow this platform. Remember, this platform is for all of us, not just me and Brother Jamil, but all of us. This is a safe place for us to stretch out and spread and share and show our talents that Allah has blessed us with, right? So we want this platform to reach as far and as wide as we can. We need your help to do that. We're asking that you go over to YouTube, to our YouTube channel, and subscribe to the channel. Help us grow this platform, please. And what you'll do is hit the red subscription button. You're going to look for our channel, Nothing But the Truth with Brother Jamil and Sister Tisha. Hit subscribe, like, and share all of the videos that we have posted. And then go on over to Facebook and do the same. The page is named the same thing, Nothing But the Truth with Brother Jamil and Sister Tisha. Like, share, and subscribe to the page. That will send out, that will help us reach far more people. So we need y'all to do that. Make that happen. All right? Millie Rock, it's back to you.
She said Millie Rock. I like it when you do that. But I have to tell you, we've been joined by more family members. Everybody's here. Home Skillet is here tonight. You know Home Skillet. That's Cherie Pearl Bassett from Cincinnati, Ohio. That's the homie. She's on the line. Good to see you, Cherie. And please make sure you tell Freddie Red, I can't call him Stevie on the air, Freddie Red, that I love him and I'm looking forward to seeing him soon here in the metropolitan Washington area. Sister Rhonda Boyer is with us. Good to see you tonight, sis. Sister Lakeisha, drop in the chat. Let us know where you're viewing from. But then we could do this all night. You can see that the audience is building up steam and the number of folks getting in the room. There's Tisha's other partner in crime,
my buddy,
Brother Mike. Mike, good to see you. And you encourage her to sing those songs that she sings. Yeah, so very good. Thank you, Mike, for being a real encouragement to Tisha. But we want to move forward to tonight's program because there is very little time to get into a really good discussion, and we have a really good person to talk with tonight. It's my special honor and privilege to introduce this brother to this audience because he's a man, I've literally known him for 40 years of my life.
Wow.
We soldiered together at Muhammad Mosque number 12 in Philadelphia. Y'all know the top of the clock in Philly. But this is my brother who at the early stages of our time together was learning and mastering the craft of Mike, stop it. Custom tailoring. And as Brother Ron was mastering this craft, he taught it to other people, and that's how he learned it. He taught it at Dobbins Tech. You remember those days at Merle Dobbins Tech High School there in North Philadelphia. He taught skills to inmates returning into society so they would have a gainable profession. Mm-hmm. He was a man who served his community, and so because he served his community, he rose and rose and rose and rose to the point where he is today. He is known as the Philadelphia Wardrobe Doctor. He runs the Wardrobe Clinic, and he's also the CEO of Ron Wilch Couture Custom Fashion Tailoring. He's a major force in the textile industry, not just in Philadelphia, but also in New York, Los Angeles, and other points around the world. We are really awaiting, I should let him announce this, but I'm fired up about his up and coming partnership with Sister Carmen Muhammad and Nisa Designs. I heard something about Dubai, but you ain't heard it from me.
I ain't heard it from you. I don't think I heard it at all.
You ain't hear nothing, baby. Did you hear it? I didn't hear nothing. But Ron Wilch is the man. And he is, if you don't believe it, he is the custom tailor for the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. Wow. It was Ron Wilch who made the suit that the minister wore at the Million Man March. Custom. Wow. It was Ron Wilch who actually designed and made the tuxedos that the minister used when he performed both the Mendelssohn Violin Concerto and the Beethoven Violin Concerto in concert. This is a man who understands what it means to be properly dressed and ready to rock.
I love it.
My brother, he's my friend. Let's bring him on the air. This is Brother Ron Wilch from Philadelphia, my dear brother and fellow FOI. Come on, brother. Yes, brother. Ron, we can see you. Can you hear us, dear brother?
I can hear you, brother. I mean, Jamil, I need to hire you personal advertisement.
Yes.
I tell you, man, it's so good to see you, brother Ron. You looking well. How is Julie and the family and everybody? Everybody's good?
Everybody's doing fine. Praise be to Allah.
Great.
Good too. I just turned 61. I think I love my life, and I'm just trying to be a good example from the teachings of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, and following a good example of the Honorable Louis Farrakhan that he gave me when I first met him. Mm-hmm. He just showed me so much. How to carry myself, how to treat my wife, and how to treat myself.
Yes,
and
sir.
How to walk in a room. That's what he he showed me how to walk in a room.
Well,
you walk in the room. He said, Brother Ron, walk in a room, brother. I want you to walk in a room and let them know that God is with you.
Wow.
all right.
Yes,
Now,
sir.
now, Ron, there is some stuff we got to ask you, and y'all can see, Brother Ron gets started, he gonna keep going.
He's on.
So tonight we're gonna go back and forth because we got questions that we're gonna ask from the comment section, from the chat room, from the desk of your old friend and brother, and from the desk of your sister, the great Sister Tisha. We're gonna have a roundhouse good time discussion. Everybody do like Sister Tisha said. First off, start by sharing this program in whatever format you're watching it. Second, make sure you like it and comment in the comment section so we know that you're there and so that we know that we're making a connection with you.
Yeah.
And then thirdly, stop by the YouTube page and subscribe because there'll be links there soon where you can connect with Ron Wilch Couture. Once you see the designs, you're going to be blown
away.
Let me ask you a question. I'm going to start in the early days, Brother Ron, and I'm going to come forward because there's been so many things. You've been designated for the last 5 years as Philly's best alterations tailor. You're a custom tailor. You have clients literally on different continents. That's a very busy schedule. How do you maintain all the different things that you do and continue to do them at such a high level of excellence?
Well, first of all, I thank Allah for my energy, because without that energy, I would have been a little. I wouldn't be able to fit my suits. But the energy keeps me moving and grooving. But I like doing projects. I like fashion. I like helping people look good. That's number one. I have passion for what I do, and I'm just taught and raised by my first teacher, Christopher Ramsey, who taught me the art of bespoke and tailoring from high school. Thomas Edison High School, and I took up tailoring from the 10th grade to the 12th grade. I knew I wasn't going to college, but he taught me the fundamentals of construction, how to set a pocket, how to put in a zipper, how to make a pattern, how to make sure the suit is draping on you. And I thank my father and my mother for giving me the DNA, and the God for giving me the DNA to look good in my suits.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Somebody said, Brother Ryan, you are your best advertisement. And I said, well, right now, Farrakhan is my best advertisement because he looks good in my suits. But just helping people and wanting to share this information is what drives me and what keeps me feeling young and hopefully looking young.
Yes, sir.
I like doing projects. People say, Ryan, you all over the place. I said, well, that's what God is. God is everywhere. I got to be everywhere.
So, you know, that gives rise to the next question because, and by the way, y'all going to get a chance to ask Ron your questions. We're going to go into the chat just to say thank you to you, Brother Ron. Brother William from Oakland, California, of course, you know, came up in Philadelphia, miles number 12 with us. He says, I want to thank Brother Ron. I was a young FOI in Philly at that time and he fixed my suit and showed me how to press and store my suits and how to become a well-dressed man.
Yeah.
See, Brother Ron, I don't think you may realize how many people you have affected, some directly like Brother William, like Brother Gabriel X. Russell, our dear ophthalmologist, Dr. FOI from down in Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh, yes. Go ahead,
Brother Gabriel's here tonight. Sister Deep is with us from Huntsville, Alabama. Sister Jamila Ewing from Columbus, Ohio. The people are coming into the room, Brother Ron, because your reputation precedes you. But my question to you this evening is, have you ever thought of how you affected people indirectly? I wish I could just hold up all the pictures I got with me in Ron Wilch's suits.
Yeah.
Right there, the handsome one in the custom-made 6-on-2 double-breasted. That's the one. Honey, I want you to see that's me. I'm the handsome one.
Right there. You fly. You pretty fly.
But that's all Ron Wilch stuff right there. That the manufacturing of garments and textiles is what I want to ask about now. You're not just a tailor, but you deal in textiles, bulk buying, distribution. How did you get into that end of the business to become aware of the industry of it?
Well, textiles, number one, you should know your fabrics. You should know that there are different types of fabric. You got the poly and the esters.
Right.
You got the 100% wools. You got the linen that Jesus wore. Jesus wore linen.
Mhm.
You got the alpaca. You got the cashmere. You got the silk mohair. Oh yeah, by the way, the silk mohair. The minister for the last couple of suits, especially for 10, 10, 15, and moving forward from 10, 10, 15, I brought the minister a book of all silk mohair. So all the suits you see the
Mhm.
minister in, especially the burgundy, the mustard, the green, the blues, the gray, is all 100% silk mohair.
Yes,
That's
sir.
one of the
Yes,
best
sir.
fabrics you can find.
Mhm.
The messenger told the minister when he go and get a suit made out of silk mohair.
Yes, sir.
Fabrics is very important. You got to learn where the fabric comes from, because some people are allergic to fabrics.
Mhm.
Some people get the itchies,
Mhm.
don't feel right. You get the static. You know what I mean? You don't know
Yes.
what it is. You got to know your fabric. So
Mhm.
when the minister, told me that, what my mission was as his tailor, I had to get deep into the understanding of manufacturing from start to finish. Even though I learned in the factories of how to be a bundle boy and a pattern maker and
Mhm.
cut and put stuff in places where people can do the work, I had to learn how to design the textiles. So that designing textiles is not a hard process. You just need to know what kind of weave you want. You want a basket weave, you want a mohair weave, you want a houndstooth weave. You got different weaves of fabrics you need to learn.
Yes, sir.
And this knowledge has to be passed on. So
Mhm.
my skills as a tailor, my skills as a designer, pattern making, this is what my mission, this is my fourth quarter of my life, is to teach and train
Wow.
our people how to design and manufacture.
Now, this gives rise to another question.
Mhm.
How do you know what to put your clients in? The first Ron Wilch suit that I owned was way back 30 something years ago.
That was that window pane with the mustard,
How
mustard.
do you even,
How does he remember?
Ron, wait.
The window pane, black window pane with the mustard window pane. Oh my God! With the working functional buttonholes on the sleeve.
Functional.
DB.
Now,
How does
Ron,
he remember?
how do you even
DB.
remember that, brother? What?
Well, Brother Jamil, you also gave me a little education on my construction. I was still in the doubting period when 90, 91, 92, I was still learning. I didn't know how people really understood functional buttonholes on sleeves until Jamil came to me at my little boutique at 15th and Lombard Street. Brother Ron, make sure I get my functional buttonholes in my sleeves. I'm like, why you want? Because the history of functional buttonholes is for doctors who didn't want to take off their coat when they're doing surgery. All they want to do is button their sleeves and roll up and do the surgery. They ain't want no blood on their shirt and on their jacket, but they wouldn't get undressed. They wouldn't undress themselves to do a little surgery. It's called a surgical buttonholes.
Uh-huh.
But Jamil says to me, Brother Ron, make sure I have my functional buttonholes on my sleeve, okay? I said, yes, sir, Brother Jamil.
Wow, that's amazing, brother. I'll tell you, because I was really about to describe the suit to you, but then you described it to me. But if I go any further, he'll tell us what the lining looked like. So I'm not even gonna go any further because Ron, you stuck it tonight.
Yes, I know.
Let me give you all some more. In the comment section, Sister Amina P. Muhammad from Boston, Massachusetts says this is beautiful history. She loves it, and she thanks you for keeping the Honorable Minister Farrakhan looking good. Brother Gabriel, Dr. Gabriel bears witness that those surgeon sleeves is exactly what they are. Brother Harold from Greensboro, North Carolina says this is deep, great teaching. And our sister, teammate,
Katrina,
and time partner, Katrina asked the question, when did he design, when she wants to know, Ron, when did you design your first garment or suit? And what learning lessons would you share with business owners because you've been in business so long?
Well, brother, I should. If I would have known that question, I got pictures when I was a youngster going to nightclubs wearing my self-made suits. No one was buying my suits. I didn't have a girlfriend. No one wanted to date Brother Ron. But I had a silk linen suit, gray silk. It's a beautiful suit, and I made it for myself. And I went to the nightclub and stood under the light. You know, at nightclubs, you gotta stand under the light to let the people see you in the nightclub. And I had my gray silk linen suit on, double breasted, and it was fitting me, and the light was just twinkling off my suit.
Come on.
And then the women used to come on, excuse me, who are you?
Uh-huh.
I'm Ron. I'm Ron.
Ron. You better ask somebody.
Well, let me just say, we thank Allah for Islam, dear brother. We thank Allah.
Took me out of the nightclubs.
Yes, sir. Islam got you out of the nightclub.
And let me tell you, just by wearing a good suit, this is how strong a suit or good quality dress help you.
Yes, sir.
I was still am a strong soldier in the ranks of Mosque number 12. I was strolling so hard. The captain at that time was Captain Clarence of Captain Clarence. He said, Brother Ron, I want to make you a lieutenant. I said, before you make me a lieutenant, Brother Captain, why you want to make me a lieutenant? He said, Brother Ron, all the brothers look up to you, and plus you look good in your suit.
Now, Captain Clarence was the brother who was a no-nonsense captain. He served with me. I was his minister.
Yeah.
Means of transparency and disclosure. Brother Ron, we wanted you for the departments because in the ministry where you, and we're very glad that you grew in that ministry department, the ability to deliver the word of God and a spirit of God and to make it a joyful process, that's something that is a gift and we appreciate it. Now, you know, on this program, what we don't do, okay, is preach. We don't do no preaching here, right? We don't do no preaching.
I'm sorry.
But what we do is bear witness. Bear witness that tonight, all the folks that are in the chat are not here on accident. They're here because they have a chance to hear from Ron Wilch.
I have a question.
Yes, go ahead, hon.
While we were preparing for the show and when we first started advertising, a lot of the comments we were receiving were brothers especially saying how you taught them how to dress, how to properly dress. You taught them the proper way to wear a shirt or what goes on under your shirt. And my question while you were talking and explaining the textiles and things was, how important is it to have proper fitting clothes? You know, and sometimes we think to have a nice suit or to, you know, a higher fabric, other than the poly and the esters, is going to be too costly. Is that really wearing a nice suit, a nice garment, or something? Is that something affordable that the everyday person could wear? You know, could afford to have? And how important is that? And I'm asking that because I've always struggled with off the rack clothes. It just doesn't fit me right. And, you know, it's something about when you have on a proper fitting garment that you stand a little taller. You feel a little better. Not that you're just arrogant, but you just feel better in your clothes.
Right.
I never thought to go have something custom made like that because I didn't think that was something that was affordable for just, you know, a regular everyday person. Is it?
Well, that's why I call my company Wardrobe Clinic.
Okay.
Just for that purpose. We only at the Wardrobe Clinic do surgery on what is in your closet.
Okay.
So it's ill-fitting. Your shoulders, you know, we got the old suits, that's the Zoot suits or the Michael Jordan suits that's too wide in the shoulder. You got those baggy pants that's got the deep pleats that we used to love. But nowadays you want to show your shape, your figure, not to the point that you're trying to seduce anyone, but you just want to feel good about what you're wearing. Your pants should not be dragging the ground.
Right.
You should not have so much fabric in the shoulder. It should be cut down and tapered. So Wardrobe Clinic is about doing that surgery on what's in your closet. Our slogan is, it's the fit that counts.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you can shop online and get a polyester dress, but you bring it to the Wardrobe Clinic. We make it fit like a quality dress, like a dress should fit.
Wow.
And sometimes, you know, you may have a little overweight in the hips or a little weight chest or the stomach. We show you how color and finding the colors to cover up certain things.
Oh, nice.
Bring out the best in you. So your top from your chest up may look good, Brother Jamil, but down the bottom, you need to cover it up. You know?
Right. You got to make some changes, and I think that it's that honesty,
right,
from Brother Ron that we say, and I think that that's another way that you reflect the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. The minister is honest. He's a gentleman, but he's honest. And he'll tell you, brother, I'd like to see you in a darker, more conservative color. He doesn't say, yo, you loud and country. He doesn't do that.
Why you got that yellow on?
Right. He doesn't do that.
Can I tell y'all a story?
And so Brother Ron does the same thing in his professional way. So that's why I'm telling you, I'm going to pause for the cause right here and remind everybody in our audience, call up somebody you know who needs the wardrobe doctor, who should visit the wardrobe clinic. Call your friendly neighborhood Bama. I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. But just call up the people who you know can benefit most from having an adjustment to their wardrobe. And sometimes that person is one's own self. We need to be able to present ourselves and look better and look as well as we can. I want to welcome my dear brother all the way from Richmond, Virginia. He's the CEO of Nubian Entertainment. Brother Wendell, good to see you in the chat room tonight. Sister Deidre, who we mentioned before. But we want to make sure everybody, and Brother Arthur from Pine Bluff, we've been waiting for you. Good to see you, my dear brother, back in the room another day. Yes, Brother Harold, I said it. Call your favorite Bama. Sister Tracy said, no more Easter suits, please. Okay, so if you wear a suit on Easter, there's nothing wrong with that. But let's make sure that you're in the rules of fashion, style, and taste. That's my next question, because I think my wife's question was, or excuse me, my co-host, because we're professional here. But her question was about how you can make custom gardens. Can you get custom garments? Can you have alterations on a budget? Your answer was yes. My next question is, where does style and taste, how do they cooperate? Is there such a thing as having a lot of style and no taste? Or are there some people who are very, very tasteful, but very boring? And how do you strike the balance between the two in fashion?
Well, I prefer to say style and classic. Style and classic. Style is like, I want to stay in style. And the style can be crazy. Some people want to wear, purple hair with the tattoos and the chest all out. That could be a style, right? The question is it classic? Is it dignified? Is it tasteful? So I try to design things that will last at least 10 to 20 or 30 years from now.
Okay.
So my suits never goes out of style because it's a classic fit. When I made the minister's suits back in the early 90s, I know that I wanted him to be in a suit that's dignified, even though he wanted the mustard. He said, Brother Ron, I want that first suit to be that mustard suit. And I made that mustard suit. But 1 week or 2 days before the Million Man March, he didn't know what he was going to receive from me because he didn't put an order in for the Million Man March. But when he made the call for the Million Man March, I began to think and design what should my leader be looking like to other leaders. How would other leaders look at the minister? So I decided to get a chart stripe, medium weight, super 150.
Come on.
I knew it was going to be chilly out. I knew he wasn't going to wear a coat. So I said, let me get a heavy, middleweight wool pinstripe, gray pinstripe with a nice little silky lining inside. I gave him a half cut lining inside the pants, right? And then I had a local brother out of Chester make the bow tie hanky.
Yeah, brother, you did a beautiful thing on that. And brothers and sisters, this history, you can't get it nowhere except on Nothing But the Truth with Brother Jamil and Sister Teacher. That's where it happens. We're going to go to a few brief messages and then bring you back with more of Ron Wilch. And yes, some of your other clients, they're lining up right now. Brother Abu Mutaka Muhammad from Memphis, Tennessee.
Yes.
We have his family members, Brother Gabriel, who has a question coming out. Dr. Gabriel has a question coming out of the break. My cousin Robbie Todd is on the line. Good to see you, cuz. I know you're up to doing something that's good. Welcome to Nothing But the Truth with Brother Jamil Tisha. But we'll be back with more Ron Wilch after these messages.
Assalamu alaikum. This is Brother Vaughn Muhammad of the Rockwell Radio Show. For years, I've been hearing the same thing from a lot of people. Brother Vaughn and DJ Rockwell are completely two different people. So I came up with a way to separate the both of us, and perhaps we can get along better if we try it this way. Introducing DJ Rockwell. What we're going to try to do is do this together and not get on one another's nerves. Every Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, check out your brother Vaughn Muhammad and this guy, DJ Rockwell.
Yeah.
I love it.
I think that DJ Rockwell and Brother Vaughn need to get that address for Brother Ron. Brother Vaughn looks like he's a little bit ahead of DJ Rockwell, but DJ Rockwell can catch up. We're very, very glad. Letting you know, everybody, you're listening to and watching Nothing But the Truth with Brother Jamil and
Sister Tisha.
And our guest today is our brother, Master Taylor, wardrobe doctor and custom bespoke tailor to the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, Brother Ron Wilch. Look at who has joined us tonight. I'm telling you.
Oh, Ashley's there.
Ashley's there. Hey, Ash. We got from Dallas, Texas. There she is. And we heard attorney Jimmy C. Morris from Arkansas is on the line. He's a beautiful dresser himself. Loves those self-tied bow ties. Good to see you, Brother Jimmy, Brother Arthur, all of us. And Sister Amina from Boston says, Brother Ron, he looked absolutely beautiful. She loved that color on him from the Million Man March. Brother Ron, I have another question, Tisha, if you don't mind. You've been
and then I have a question when you're done.
Okay. You've been able to work under the gun, Brother Ron, to be able to produce in a short period of time. I've seen you create 3 of those beautiful silk mohair suits in a 3-piece rendition, right? With the beautiful 5-button vests, right? Beautiful lapels, horsehair basting in the blades, clean for the minister. And it looks like you did it in 3 or 4 days. How do you do that?
Well, it wasn't 3 or 4 days. I'm going to tell you this. Brother Jamil, I thank you for that question. I have never made a suit under 4 to 6 weeks. It has always been a 4 to 6 week timeline. But for 10, 15, the minister put me under the gun. 3 weeks before the Million Man, for the 10, 15 piece, I get a call. Brother, Sister Kim, because Brother Ron, I said, yes, ma'am. Brother Minister, like to speak to you. Yes, ma'am. Brother Ron, salam alaikum. Alaikum salam, dear Holy Apostle. He said, Brother Ron, I know. Last minute. Would you like to make my suit for this up and coming 10, 15? Yes, sir. I know you don't have a lot of time. Can you do it? I'm going to get it done, dear Apostle. He said, look, we fly you into Chicago. Bring your fabric books. Let's look at some fabrics. And I brought my fabric books in, and we took some measurements. But I have never made a suit under 4 to 6 weeks. So the minister know once I got the order, I put the order for the fabric. The fabric people ain't send the fabric till a week later. So now I got but 2 weeks. I thought I had 3 weeks. I got 2 weeks.
Wow.
And then I'm cutting it, I'm building it. And then I bring my team in to help me with little short things of, okay, you put the pocket on. So I had to orchestrate making 3 suits in 2 weeks. Don't you know the day that I had to catch the train to Washington, D.C., I still was sewing on the train. I was
Wow.
I was so like under the gun to get these suits done. I gave Brother Sultan the heads up, so let the minister know I only got but 1 suit coming. I only got the gray suit. It's all right, brother. Bring the gray suit. I got the other 2 suits, the black and the black tan. And the mustard one. The front of the 2-piece, 3-piece. I left those 2 at the office. I'm bringing 1 suit, and I was so like under the gun. I didn't sleep for like 3 days. I was like. My wife. I wasn't going home. I didn't go home for 3 days. I stayed in my shop in Center City to make that suit. I'm on a train sewing on buttons, right?
On the Amtrak.
Listen, they're on Amtrak, right? I got my little kit. I got a whole 2 cups of coffee because I've been up all night, and the suit wasn't really pressed. I did an iron. A suit got to be a heavy lock-in, steam press. And I said, well, I get that when I get to. I just want the minister to fit it first, and I'm gonna take it to the hotel and get it pressed out. And man, I get to the hotel. The minister said, "Oh, brother Ron, I like it, but it's not it." And I knew what it was. It wasn't pressed. He said, "Can you take care of that?" I said, "Yes, sir." So I stayed up, waiting. I get to the hotel. Hotel said the people was for dry cleaning department. They won't be here until tomorrow morning. Ah, man, I'm sweating bullets, hoping that they can press the suit. And we got it through, and Sultan and we got it to the minister. And I think that's the rush that I had to be under, and but I gotta share this to you, because before the minister called me, I was pacing up and down of my building in the back alley, wondering how I'm gonna pay my rent. I was like 3 months behind in rent, right? And then I get a call from the minister. He always saves me, man. He always call me when I need. He called, Brother Ryan, like to make sure. Yes, sir. We're gonna make
Yes, sir. Beautiful, beautiful history from Ron Wilch.
Yes, but I thank Allah for the minister. He just gave me so much energy. And I tell people all the time, I will never don't want to tell people who the minister is or how he affect me. The minister is my best client. Over 32 suits in 30 years.
Sir. Yes.
Wow.
He's my number one client. I have no better client than the minister. He bought more from me from 1990 all the way up to 2015, over 30 years.
Man, Ron, I got to tell you, you make me so proud, and I'm proud not in an arrogant way, but I'm humbled that I was blessed to be the connection that brought you and the minister together. That is worth $1 million, and I'm so grateful. Keisha, you had something you wanted to add for Ron?
Yes, I had a question. I was blown away. I almost forgot my question listening to the story, getting the hype. Wow. I had a question stemming off of what you were talking about before we went to the bottom of the hour, when you were saying that your suits are timeless or traditional, like they can be worn for years, right? And it made me think about today's fashion and the youth. A lot of our youth don't like to wear suits,
right?
Or they don't, and I don't know if I'm wondering while you were talking and things were spinning in my head, is it that they don't like to wear suits or they don't know how to wear suits? And so maybe they feel funny in the suits. And I'm saying that because you hear a lot, they like the pant leg really tight or really skinny because they say it's too wide and it flares too much. Could it be that they just don't know how to do the proper fit? Like no one's never shown them.
Right.
They don't know to put undershirt on or what have you. And it kind of sounds like to be well dressed is an art, a skill that needs to be taught.
Well,
And somewhere that connection seems to be lost on our youth, but they're catching the short end of it. I'm just thinking of the youth that I know. When it's time to dress up and go somewhere, they'll pull some khakis or a polo, right? And now society is accepting that. In certain times, you don't have to dress up everywhere you go. Is it that this art, this skill just wasn't taught?
Well, sister, that's a very good question. You know, I want to make it plain. I'm going to keep it simple and right to the point. The FOI needs to hit the street and always be
Go
clean.
ahead, brother. Teach.
See, the FOI is not on the streets.
Mm-hmm.
We got to be clean, sharp, quick thinking, fast moving, right down to the modern time. And then our young brothers don't see it on a constant basis.
Yeah.
They're constantly being bombarded through TV and the rappers and the music and then TV and the magazines. They see everybody dressing now with hoodies. Don't you know hoodies used to be in the commercials or the cartoons?
Mm-hmm.
Only person who wore hoodies in the cartoon was the robber.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
The bank robber, the stick-up man was always in the hoodie. Right? So now hoodie is the thing. But that's where it's come profiler because police officers and people think that anyone in a hoodie don't have a job.
Mm-hmm.
You can't be really working nowhere. Wait a minute. It's 10 o'clock at night. You out here with a hoodie. You're on the corner. See, a suit represents business and dignity.
Yes.
Master Muhammad had on a dark suit, nice tie, a white shirt, and he had a pen in his pocket.
Yes, sir.
You remember the pen? The pen in the Master Farah Muhammad had an ink pen in his breast pocket.
Teach fruit. Teach fruit.
That means he's constantly learning and training himself. So a suit represents to me dignity and business.
Wow.
When I walk down on Walnut Street, and I love doing this. I love putting on a suit and tie. And listen, tonight, you think I got ties? I got a rack of ties. I love.
I'll be here to get the extra ones, Ron. You know I come to you once a year to get all the extra ties.
Listen, I love my tie. Brother Jamil, we got to get back in suit and tie all the time.
Yes, sir.
Because you never know when you're going to run into that business meeting or that person that you impress. I went to an angel investors meeting back in early 90s. I'm looking for investors I wanted to open up a factory and whatnot. So I had a business plan. And in the room was about 40 people in the room at the Bellevue next door to my building where I'm at now.
Yes,
it was like 40 people, a lot of white folks. And I walk in the room with a DB French cuff shirt on, nice tie. I was laid out, shirt.
Laid.
Listen, I'm looking for an angel, but everybody was coming to me thinking that I'm the angel. So everybody's pitching to me about their business and how much money they need. And of course, I listen to every pitch, right?
Right.
It's your suit. The way I walked in the room, they thought I had the money.
That's it. Dignity and business, brother Ron. You said it. Dignity and business.
So police officers and politicians, they bow. They nod their head when I walk by them, give them eye contact. They give me those nods that I respect you. And
let me bear witness.
Yeah.
Let me bear witness to that. And teacher, if you don't mind, Brother Ron, in his daily comings and goings in our city, and when I say our city, I mean Philadelphia, the city that we share in heritage and experience. Brother Ron, there was an attorney named Nino Tenari, and another one named Charles Peruto.
Yeah.
They were big attorneys, and they were known for putting on custom things. These were South Philly boys. They was connected. You understand what I'm saying? And one day I saw Charles Peruto walking down Chestnut Street in a beautiful blue bespoke suit, a full-length blue cashmere coat. He had on a blue Borsalino, and since it was a rainy day, he had the wind cord tucked into his lapel button. He was wearing a pair of flat blue Gucci loafers, and he was strolling down Chestnut Street, cool as you could be. I said, Mr. Peruto, you the second cleanest man in Philadelphia.
Right.
You got to say that Ron Wilch is carrying the trophy.
Come on.
I've been with Ron, you see. I've been with him. Me and him walking down the street looking like the number 10, just walking down the street.
Yeah, not number 10.
Yeah, the number 10. He the one. Anyway, so we're walking down the street and we're handling business, and Brother Ron is meeting people, shaking their hands. How you doing, Brother Ron? You taught me in school. Do you remember me from Dobbins? Do you remember me from this place? He might not always remember them, but his dignity is always putting him forward to represent what he just said from the Savior, Master Fard Muhammad. There is that same example. Sister Jill says, Brother Ron fitted my husband, Abdul Muthakar Muhammad, and he did. And you see Brother Muthakar, the cleanest thing in the Mid-South, and that has that Ron Wilch stamp of dignity in business. Yeah.
And also a brother Conrad, Minister Conrad, and Dr. Aleem, of course, Brother Camille, and you can't forget Minister Yusuf from Springfield, Massachusetts.
Another good client, brother. Another good client of yours. And Minister Yusuf had a tailor. He had a tailor in Springfield. His name was Tony. He was an Italian.
Tony.
And Tony the tailor on the Main Street, right off of State in Springfield, Mass. I was his client before I was your client, Brother Ron. And when I finished with him and saw my brother was tailoring, I came to be with Brother Ron. You did another beautiful beige Glen plaid for me. It was a single button, two button single. Oh, deep gorge. You understand? 3 1/4 lapels with a flower cord behind the button. It's beautiful stuff, man. Details of what Brother Ron puts with it, and he's telling you, now I know you want this, you didn't ask for this, but let me put this here because
you help you out. Yeah.
That's the kind of anticipation of the needs of the client that you have when you come forward. And really, like Brother Rockwell says, the Dapper Dan of the Nation of Islam.
Absolutely.
Because if you really were moving in that whole period of the last 35 years, you've come across Ron Wilch in some way or another. If you haven't come across him, you're meeting him tonight. And in just a few moments, you'll see his information on the screen, and you'll be able to type Ron Wilch yourself. Quick question.
Yeah, I'm gonna need something.
I know you.
I'm need something. I'm trying to move out of my, hoops, hoodies, and high tops because that's my go-to. Hoops, hoodies, high tops, love it.
You just a hip hop girl. You so sweet and pretty with it. I love it, baby. But
I want a Ron Wilson. I mean Ron.
You're gonna get a Ron Wilch.
I'm gonna get a Ron Wilch. Yeah, that's what I want.
He got something he's working on for us right now. I didn't even tell you about it, but Ron's working on something for us right now. Quick question, Ron. You may not remember this. You took me years ago to some of the spot specialists that you had who either did buttonholes or certain details, and you would shop them out. You had some people that did certain types of linings and then the piping around the lining in the various different silks. Somebody might want an Hermes silk. Somebody wanted a certain type of piping in the lining. And you had a little Italian lady down on 4th and Moyamensing in South Philadelphia who did not speak English but worked for Ron Wilch. She hand embroidered the patches on the shoulders of my FOI uniform. Yeah. And the minister told me that uniform that you made for me, Ron, he said, that's a beautiful uniform, brother. Yeah. It fits you well. Yeah. See, this is the legacy of a real textile giant. And Brother Frank is in the chat. Brother Frank from Chicago said, please send your information in the chat. We will have it in there in just a few moments. And Sister Deidre, you wanted to know how that worked. The minister had not asked for a tailor in particular, but I could not, being Brother Ron's minister, I could not know of his skill and talent and creativity and not bring him to the minister. That's the only way that can happen. If you are in any position to have someone in your circle who's great, bring that person out. Bring them to the minister. Bring them to your family. Bring them to your community. That's why it's such a pleasure for us tonight to be here. Hon, what were you going to ask Brother Ron for? What do you want? Tell us what you want. Big Daddy Lump gonna get it for you, girl. What you want?
Okay. Shoot, I don't even know. I just want, man, I don't even know. I want something, I think, glamorous and girly because, I'm telling you, hoops and hoodies and high tops, that was my thing. So I'm trying to, you can't be in your hoops, hoodies, and high tops rolling with Jamil Muhammad.
Well, sister, I think we're gonna do something like this for you.
Let's see.
We're gonna design something just for you. I want to do, first of all, let's talk about colors. We're gonna deal with colors. I don't know, can y'all see the colors of the fabrics?
Yes.
He's about to break it down right now on the TV.
Listen. I see you, sister, in the tangerines, the colors. You look good.
Come on.
You look
Orange is my favorite color.
Yeah, you got the tangerine look. You got the bright color. You look like sunshine. Your sunshine look. So I would do I would give you a style like a turtleneck that you can put an embroidery or something or pin it just to recognize the neck, and then we do a raglan shoulder type of blouse with French cuff, right? You can put a little cuff on it, but your shirt is your blouse, right?
Yes.
Everything is silky and flowy. It's got to be silky and flowy, right? If we do a little opening, like a little buttons, closures that you can get, you got to get in it first of all.
Okay, right.
You got to get in it. If you can't get in it, it's no use. We do like a blouse, long, but it's 3/4 length. I remember seeing MGT back in the early 70s, walking down the street. They always have matching pants with the top, right?
Right.
I always want to bring that back, but make it flowy, silky, flowy blouses with colors, right? But this is like a little bunchy turtleneck that if you want to bring it up, it will become a scarf. If you bring it could become a headscarf.
Yes.
But you bring it down, it becomes a turtleneck.
Ron, this ain't expensive, is it? Is this?
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about it. Keep going, Ron. Keep going.
Okay, go ahead.
So we're gonna make that. We're gonna do that and keep it silky and flowy and soft, and do pants to match. But the pants is out of silk gabardine.
Come on.
Your pants is out of silk gabardine. Your blouse is out of silk, right? And we'll make a bunchy turtleneck. But when you want to cover your head, make a scarf.
Yes.
It's a bunch. It's enough fabric that bring it over to make it a hood.
Right. And can you draw in the diamond earrings that will be dangling from there?
Diamond earrings, like this is your diamond earrings there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This.
Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah.
Here, Ron.
Perfect.
Smile. Here, Ron. Dang.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But that's a quick thing. But for you, Jamil, we do a high boy collar, right? A high boy collar, right? French cuff sleeve. Jamil loves his French cuff sleeves, right? Your shirt too, Jamil, is long ways. You gonna hang it, let it hang out.
Yes.
But you like to walk the boardwalk, walk the beach, and you want to be flowed with your silk linen pants under there.
Come on.
You get the silk and linen pants to flow under there, and you got to be colorful too. When the sun shines, you should look like you are enjoying the sun weather and wear something nice. So what we do at the wardrobe clinic, we can redesign your wardrobe.
Here.
Yes. We need to go to the clinic.
Here, just here, Ron. Damn. Here, just take it.
I'm actually going on tour, Brother Jamil and sister. I'm going on tour. I have a new book coming out. It's called Tailor Made.
Okay.
And it's about my life and my clients and my friends and my family. And being a married man for over 29 years and have a successful daughter who's known around the world. And by the way, me and my wife are now grandparents.
Okay.
Congratulations.
That's right. Eve just had a had a baby boy. And I feel good. I feel blessed. I'm still got that energy. But I'm just so thankful to be living this day and time, to witness a great man, a divine man, and to be chosen to dress him, just to touch the hem of his garment, man. It's such a powerful and blessed thing. I got to tell the world how blessed I am just to walk with Farrakhan, just to dress Farrakhan, just to sit with Farrakhan, just to talk with Farrakhan, just to get the man the greetings. So I'm just thankful, and I won't hide my history. I must share the world that just to be with this man helped me become who I am. He gave me my season. He gave me my example. He gave me how to talk. I used to stutter too. I used to stutter and shy. I used to hate being tall. I used to hate being dark skinned, but my father was a real bright, light skinned man. like the minister. So my father wasn't around. He came and gone. But the minister, when I first saw the minister, his complexion, his height, his mannerism remind me of my father. I just wanted to be with him. I just wanted to be with him. So, but to get back to y'all style, I'm working on it, and y'all going to be so fashionable. And your TV show, I'm just honored that you invite me to be your wardrobe department. Is that correct? And I'm your wardrobe department?
You're it.
When you look at the closing credits of this program, everyone, you'll see that the wardrobe consultant of this program there are two.
There's two of them.
There's Brother Ron Wilch and Sister Carmen Muhammad, who are textile experts all over the world and are setting examples and trends for the entire planet. We've reached the end of our time for this program, but don't you think at all that we reached the end of our support for our wonderful guest tonight, the wardrobe doctor himself.
Absolutely.
He's the CEO of Ron Wilch Couture, and he is the custom tailor to the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. To contact Brother Ron, go to www.wardrobeclinic.com. That's www.wardrobeclinic.com. And you'll be able to see all of the things that you need to see and learn all of the things you need to learn. You say you want to text, just go to 267-593-1864. That's 267-593-1864. Set up to take your messages, your orders, and to help you become the best version of your presentation that you can possibly be. That's what he's done for the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. He's even done it for me, and I'm a witness he'll do it for you. That's Ron Wilch. Thank you, Brother Ron, for being with us tonight. Don't hang up on us. Stay with us, because you're going to have to come back soon. If you like to see Ron back on the show and you want to see those designs that he does for us, just go in the chat room and let us know, hey, I want to see it.
I want to see it.
Put in the word, hey, let me see. Put something in there so we can see that you want to see what we want to see, because we got to see it. You see?
Yes.
There's a lot of seeds. There's a lot of seeds. Okay, but we want to make sure we do it. Thank you, Sister Amina, for your tuning in. Brother Charles, of course, Brother Harold, Brother Mark from Springfield, Ohio, our dear brother, and Sister Amina. She said, come on now. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for sharing your story, your history, all of these great things. And somebody says, I got to have a Brother Ron in my closet. You
Absolutely.
Really do. You really do. Brother Wendell, you be the cleanest thing in the whole Dominion, the whole Commonwealth of Virginia when you get these Ron Wilch things. I'm telling you, Brother Iquan, I see you in Georgia. Ashley, I see you in Texas.
Come on, Ashley.
I want to see you in California, in Illinois, Alabama. I see you all checking in to the comment section. North Carolina. You see, Brother Ron, it's all over. It's not just in Philly anymore, but you're all over the planet. You are not just a Philly wardrobe doctor. You're the worldwide wardrobe doctor. That's my brother.
Right.
Brother Quadair from up in the greater northern part of the city of Mount Airy, Philadelphia. Brother Marcus, all of this. Brother, we could stay on, but we did not pay the text.
Ashley wants to see the diamond earrings too.
Oh, you want to see?
That's my girl.
Ashley, you just messy.
That's
You
my
messy.
girl.
You want to see the diamond earring?
Yeah.
You don't.
Yeah.
You wrong. Okay. But anyway, because Ron already took the wallet. When I did like this, he got the numbers off them joints. He gonna collect that money. We're gonna be happy that you're all here, Brother Ron. Thank you, dear brother. We love you. Stick around. We got more announcements. We want you to close the show with us tonight, but we'll have more to do in the future. Tisha, as always, the last word and the last appeal belongs to you.
All right. Well, everyone, we want to thank you again for tuning in to another episode of Nothing But the Truth with Brother Jamil and Sister Tisha. We hope that you enjoyed today's edition. We invite you to come back same time next Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Bring a friend, bring a family member, okay? Remember to go to YouTube and subscribe to our channel. Help us grow this platform. You go to YouTube, you subscribe, Nothing But the Truth with Brother Jamil and Sister Tisha. And then you go to Facebook and do the same. We do have an Instagram page as well, okay? And then another way that you can show support to the system is that if you would consider giving a love donation towards our efforts to expand this platform, we have a Cash App. And you can make your Cash App donations to $BroWorks. That's $BROWORKS. And any donations that we receive at this time will go towards advertising the show to expand our platform. All right. We hope to see you again next week. And we thank you for bringing your good energy and just being you. We love you. Come back.
We love you. We really do. Thank you, everybody. Ron, we love you too. You already know. To the mystery man in the control booth, we love you the most, dear brother. Thank you so very much for all of your support and all of you for tuning in. We say thank you. Be blessed. And Allah willing, and the creek don't rise.
Creek don't rise.
We'll be right here next Thursday at 8 p.m. with another edition of Nothing But the Truth with Brother Jamil and
Sister Tisha.
Salam alaikum.
Alaikum. Good job.
Great.